I always use 2 eggs. You never know how many you're going to actually need, but I always use 2. And this right here is my deep conditioning. You all are going to see my deep conditioning method. And I actually do this literally about once a week. Usually Fridays are my deep conditioning day. So I do this once a week. So this is mayo. This is regular mayo. Regular mayo. And I am adding 2 scoops of regular mayo to this as well. The egg as well as the mayo are for the shine and the strength of your hair. It strengthens your hair. And then you also see me using vegetable oil, 100%. I actually got this from the World Food Market. People will probably say, how much do I use? I mean, you can figure it out by the length of your hair. And then last but not least, I'm definitely using honey. I know that sounds crazy, but it also increases with the shine. And I do not use that much of that because I have 3 other shining products. And you're gonna whip this up. I don't want mine thin, if that makes sense. I do not want mine thin by any means necessary. I like it as a thick substance, like back in the day when you used to get a perm. So I want it to be some kind of thick so that I can put it on my hair and have some type of consistency with it. All right. So we'll continue that. All right. You can press pause. As you see, I sectioned my hair off in 4 different sections. And the reason why I do that is because I definitely want to make sure that every bit of it gets the conditioner on it. Again, I do this every week. This is literally something that I do. I do my actual deep conditioning, which again consists of 2 scoops of mayonnaise, also 2 eggs, also honey, as well as my vegetable oil. So I do this every single week to my hair to definitely make sure my strands are being conditioned according. Now, it's not meant for you to completely soak your hair. A lot of people probably would rather do this in the shower because you will get the stuff everywhere. I just prefer not to because once you put it on, then you have to get back in the shower again to get it off. If that makes sense. And that's literally, I don't want to keep jumping in and out of the shower. So you basically put this on as if it is a perm. You're going to go from the top to the bottom, making sure every bit of your hair is receiving these good nutrients, which helps promote growth. So you definitely want to make sure each part of your hair is getting this lovely little conditioning and all of this and going on, and that it's all getting it. And the most important parts of your hair are the ones that are the most that are the oldest, which is of course the ends of your hair. So you want to definitely make sure you definitely take extra care of your ends at the bottom because you don't want them to break off, because while that is not the roots of your hair, those are the most important pieces. So as you can see, right after I get through spreading my conditioner on from the root all the way down to the tip, I then make myself a lovely little twist, 2-strand twist there, and I make sure I get I definitely make sure I take care of the bottom of my strand. So I just did a 2-strand twist there, so you all can definitely see that. And I just make sure that definitely my roots and all of the strands actually have the conditioner. Now, some people like to drench their hair. I do not drench my hair before I do this. Just because it's just not a preference of mine. Now, to be honest, I don't know if I don't drench my hair because I'd rather the juice not run down my neck as bad or what. But I just do not drench my hair. I just do a light mist, actually, is what I actually do. So I'm definitely going to do the other side the exact same way. And what you can do is you can pin up this side so that they will not get mixed up. So you can actually pin up this other side and get ready for the next side, if that makes sense. So I do just a couple of pumps, not to drench it. I do not want it drenched at all, but I do definitely want it damp. And as you also see, I am also finger detangling. You will never, ever, ever see me use a comb at all. I do not comb my hair at all, ever. You will never see me using a comb. You will always see me finger detangling. And then once I am done with my finger detangling and I see that it's just a little damp, I then start to deep condition my strands. And I make sure that I get the conditioner on all, of course, the front as well as the back, and make sure that it's definitely on every bit of my hair, again, especially the ends, because those are the longest parts of my hair, and those are the oldest parts, so they need the extra care in order to continue to survive. So as you all see, I'll give you all a close-up here. I definitely am also using the praying hands method to make sure each one of my strands are getting this great nutritious conditioner here. And yes, this stuff will get everywhere. So you might not want to have on your Sunday's best because it'll end up being your Monday's worst. And I mean that. As you all can see, I ensure that each one of my strands get the conditioner. And then again, I twist up that side. Taking care of those edges, those ends of the hair, because again, they are the most delicate. So you definitely want to take care of them the most. And then I'm just going to pin this side up. One side, two side. And then I'm going to do the back the very same way. Again, light mist. And there's nothing in this water bottle but water. I think there was a time when I actually added some of this vegetable glycerin oil to that as well. But, so if anything else is added in that, it's also the vegetable glycerin oil, but it's not that much, if that makes sense. And what I'm going to do, because this side is so thick, is I'm going to make this two separate ones, if that makes sense. Because I want to definitely make sure each piece of my hair and all of my hair actually gets the good, nutritious, and delicious conditioning. Nutritious and delicious. Because all this stuff is actually edible. So just so y'all know, I mean, I know this sounds crazy, but this is actually what my hair likes, and it's actually been excelling rather well with me doing this deep conditioning, this good, nutritious, delicious deep conditioning. So again, we are going to paint this on as if you're getting a perm. Going to start at the root and go all the way down. We're painting this on and we're making sure it's hitting both the front and the back of the hair. Painting it on, starting at the root, going all the way down. Pulling it all the way down, ensuring every piece of my hair gets this lovely, nutritious, and delicious conditioner. As we see, I am painting it on. Yes, I'm a bit thick because I want it to definitely reach every single strand of my hair. And since this is a thicker piece, I'm also going to open this up here and ensure this root also is receiving some of this lovely, nutritious, delicious. And y'all, please excuse Ari in the background. She thinks it's funny. But she sees me do this every week. And I'm probably going to speed this up for you all at some point, but not right now. Because I definitely, not on this one, but I definitely want you all to understand. I'm pinning this up. I just did nothing but pinned it up. I definitely want you all to understand the seriousness it is of you making sure all of the strands of your hair are definitely receiving the same amount of nutrition. And again, I do mine on a weekly basis. Some people may say, oh my goodness, yep, every single Friday. Every Friday. And if there's a day that I have something to do on Friday and I don't have time to do it, I will do it another day during the week, of course. And like today, I ended up doing it on Wednesday. Saturday. Today's Saturday. Okay. I don't know where Wednesday came in. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'm still on Wednesday. But again, light mist. Okay. I'm doing a bit of finger detangling, as you see. There's no reason for anyone to own a comb except for a rat tooth comb, and that is for parting purposes only. You shouldn't own a comb. There's no reason for you to own a comb or a brush. It really is not when you're natural, because there's no reason for you to comb your hair. When you can finger detangle and shed less hair, and it's more healthier for your hair. As you see how I am finger detangling. Now, had I had a comb, you would have seen probably a huge glob come out of just this one little bitty tangle here. Instead, you saw that much as opposed to a huge glob over one tangle. All right, now it's time for the nutritious delicious. Again, we're painting this on as if you're giving yourself a perm. Who knows how many of those I got in my lifetime? Not many. I can tell you that. You're painting it all the way on. You want to definitely make sure you get your edges. We are painting it all the way on, as we can see. We're also making sure all of it gets it. And I'm going to split this piece. Making sure all of it gets all of this nutrient. And then I'm doing my regular twist. Again, I'm not making these tight. These don't have to be pretty. They don't need to be parted a certain way. It doesn't matter. All you're doing is making a twist, because here in just a second what you're going to do is, in order for this to basically get in your hair shaft, so in order for this to penetrate through your hair shaft, you're going to have to make sure that it is heat is applied to it. I'm not talking about a dryer. I do not put heat on my hair at all. So I'm not referring to a dryer. I'm referring to just a regular plastic cap, which you will see in just a moment. And you are going to make sure and ensure that you are doing something to make sure that the heat is trapped in order for each one of your hair shafts to open up to invite this lovely, delicious meal inside of your hair shaft. I know that may sound crazy, but it really is true. And my hair loves it. So my hair has truly enjoyed it. So I'm going to do the same thing over on this side. So light mist. Finger detangle. See, you go to that actual part there, and you literally try to figure out, sorry, you literally try to figure out exactly what is making that piece tangled. See that? Now, somebody else would have jacked and knocked that out and pulled out a whole glob of hair over a little piece that was turned the opposite direction that it should have been. And that was all that was. Somebody else would have probably jacked that piece of hair that's that important up out of their head. A little bit more mist so I can do further detangling, just making sure, just ensuring. And the reason that I'm detangling is because I definitely want all this nutritious, delicious to get to all of my hair. I want it to get to every piece and every bit of my hair. I don't want to leave any strand unfed, if that makes sense. So then again, we're going to paint this on as if we're painting this on as if it is a perm. For all of you that at one time had a perm, whether that be a curly perm or whatever kind of perm. And then I'm going to undo this piece. And I'm going to definitely make sure this right here has some. Sure am. And as you see, and I again am going to twist this up. And I'm still finger detangling as I'm twisting this up. If you all can see, I mean, I can't make it any slower, but as you can see, I still have my fingers going through the the pieces of hair to ensure that it's not tangled, okay? And I just make a lovely little twist, okay? And I just make sure that each piece has some of this nutritious, delicious. Yep. Sure do. Now we're on our last piece. So I'm probably going to fast forward this part.
As we can see, I am, of course, adding a couple of squirts of water. I am finger detangling. I am definitely making sure that each one of my strands are able to be penetrated with this weakling conditioner. So I am adding the water, finger detangling, adding my conditioner, and ensuring each one of my strands are getting the nutrients it needs. Yes.
All right, y'all, and I am back. You definitely want to make sure, again, you make sure do not leave out your edges. And yes, it is going to get everywhere. I'm telling you, you will have it in your panties if you actually look down there and figure it out. I'm just saying, this will get everywhere. So yes, you don't want to have, again, on your Sunday's best. Or you might want to remove your carpet from your floor because it is going to get everywhere. So that's the reason why some people probably do it in the shower. Again, I don't, because I'm going to be getting in the shower anyway once I'm really ready to wash this out. So basically, I'm just twisting this up. And I'm almost done here. Make sure my edges received it, as well as my ends, which is the most important part of my hair. And we did just a regular little twist here. And then what I'm going to do, in order for my hair to actually fit into the cap, and it will slap you in the mouth, but it's fine because it's food, so get slapped in the mouth, that doesn't matter. So as you see, I have 6 twists, as you all see. Hello? 6 twists, and in order for me to get heat and for it to actually penetrate through my hair, I'm going to again add one of the regular old caps that you go get from any one of the hair stores, Walmart, and I'm also going to get the last bit of this, and I'm definitely going to run it on my hair just to make sure. I like to use every bit of my products. Because I'm not a person for wasting. I don't really like to waste. So I'm just making sure I'm getting every bit of my hair and making sure all of it has some good, lovely, nutritious, delicious. Yep. All right, so we have our edges as we see. We have our edges, as we see, on both sides. We have our back, as we see. We have our twists, okay? And then we're going to put our plastic cap on. And I know this actually probably sounds crazy, but I put one of these on, okay? You know, the little 99-cent plastic caps. I put one of these on. And then in order to ensure now that my hair is going to actually, that my scalp is actually going to sweat under here and absorb everything, you will trip out. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. So, believe it or not, I know this sounds crazy. Again, you get your bag. And then in order to ensure that my scalp is going to basically moisturize to open up my hair shafts and allow all this nutritious, delicious to get into my hair to feed it. A bag. How much are these, y'all? Free. How many of these do you have? Thousands under your cabinet in the kitchen. Okay, time to recycle. Sure do. So I put this on, and I ensure that it is tight. Okay, so I will pull it up to the back of my neck, and I bring it on around, and the 2 handles on each side, I put it, of course, around the bottom of my ear, and the 2 handles on each side, I just pull one through, and I pull it tight on my head. See what I mean? To make sure, because this right here is definitely going to make the moisture increase, and it's also going to definitely trap in that moisture, which is then going to open up my hair follicles, and well, my actual scalp follicles will open up my hair shaft in order to feed off of the nutritious, delicious conditioner. Ladies, this is not sexy. But the thing is, you have to be sexy regardless of what's on your head. And I mean that. See you in a bit.